Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 6 episode 5, The Lighthouse. In the last episode we had The Substitute, which was John Locke. It was a John Locke orientated episode, and John Locke was the substitute teacher in the end, and he was also a substitute for Christian on the flight 316, and he has also been substituted by the man in black, kind of impersonated. The man in black is headed towards the temple. He has captured, he's kind of manipulated Sawyer into helping him by showing him that cave with the scales and the stones and all the names, all with numbers attached to them. And yeah, we got quite a few of them, didn't we? One of them, I thought it said Little Ron. I thought that was a bit odd that all the others had their surnames written down, and then we had someone with a nickname like Little Ron, but someone pointed out it was Littleton. I'd misread that, so it was Claire or Aaron, probably Claire because she's the adult. So if her name was on there, 313 Littleton, then I assume that Austin is there somewhere. But it was the 6. It was number 4 Locke, number 8 Hugo, number 15 Sawyer, number 16 Saeed, number 23 Jack, and number 42 either Jin or Sun. Something in my mind is telling me it's referring to Jin. It could be both, but I think Jin, because Jin was the one that was dragged back in time. Even when the 316 crashed, Sun wasn't transported back in time. So I'm thinking that Jin is the more plot important one in this instant. I mean, it could be Sun. It could well be Sun. I don't know there. Fake Locke sees a vision of a boy. He wasn't quite expecting to see visions, and he was quite surprised that Sawyer could see him too. And the boy said, "You know the rules, you can't kill him." So, yeah, I'm beginning to think that the man in black can only impersonate people if they're A, dead, B, their body is on the island somewhere, and C, they didn't die by the man in black's hand. And I think those, and they can only appear on the island. So Charlie, possibly Mr. Echo, Anna Lucia, I think they weren't the man in black. Whereas Yemi, Alex, Christian, and of course Locke, they were all the man in black. Quite what his motives are, well, we know what his end goal is. It's to leave, to go home, to probably leave the island. I think he wants to leave the island, which means he hasn't been able to before that. So any manipulation in the real world before the crash was Jacob. So the man in black said to Sawyer that at some point in his life he would have encountered Jacob, and that encounter would have pushed him eventually to being on that plane. That his life was manipulated so that he would be in the right place at the right time. I just don't see how, for some of the cases. I can see it with Sawyer. Giving him that pen and enabling him to write that note was a very character defining moment. which did ultimately lead directly to him being on that plane. If he hadn't written that note, maybe the revenge would have, that desire for revenge would have petered out at some point and not led him to the plane. But I can't see it with Kate. I can't see it with Jack. Or even Sun and Jin. Why greeting them at their wedding would be such an influence that they would end up on that plane. I just don't get that bit of it yet. Unless, of course, the Man in Black's lying. So there's always that. We've only got the Man in Black's word for any of this. Ah, right. Okay then. Dogon in the temple, he's trying to get rid of Saeed because Saeed's been infected with something. He's been marked. I think we all know what that means, the Man in Black, but yeah, it's... Okay then, the Lighthouse. Let's get on with this episode. The Lighthouse. Thinking it could be like a Dharma station, like the lamppost. Maybe a station off of, or even a location off of the island. That's part of it, you know, because Eloise said that there was different pockets of this radiation thing all over the world, but it was the island that the Dharma people were interested in. So maybe the Lighthouse is another one of these, or maybe it's a metaphor for someone being a beacon, or maybe it's just a lighthouse. Maybe there's somewhere on the island there is actually a lighthouse, and that's all it's referring to. I don't see why there wouldn't be a lighthouse on the island. No, I don't see why there would be either. Nobody that has inhabited the island has been particularly keen on other people finding the island, so why would they put a beacon out on the beach to guide? Much better to let the ships just crash on the rocks. But then again, you know, Dharma were using ships and submarines and things. So, I don't know. I still, this late into the game, I still really haven't got a clear idea of what this end game is. What the bigger picture is. And the sideways flashes are just complicating matters. Because I really want to try and work out where all the changes are. We've got Ben Linus is now a professor of European history at the same school as John is subbing at. We have Rose, who's now a recruitment management person, but she's still got cancer. John Locke has some sort of relationship with his father, since we saw in his house we saw photographs of him with his dad, and we also had Helen say that she was going to invite Anthony to the wedding. So did Anthony even steal John Locke's kidney in this reality? Maybe Anthony conned somebody else out of a kidney, and John Locke is somewhat intact, but he's still paralysed. So how... I don't know. Okay, let's go on with this. Wait a minute. He had his appendix removed in the other timeline. How...
When did I have my appendix taken out?
You were 7 or 8 maybe. You collapsed at school. Your father wanted to do the procedure himself, but they wouldn't let him. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Some more of those little clues that are being given to our characters that this isn't real.
Sorry I'm late. Thought I had enough time to go home and change after work. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, David. Okay?
Who's this? Has he got a son in this?
Hey, man. You know there's like a kitchen in this place?
It's all the way down the hallway, Hugo.
That's Jacob.
I'm here because I need you. For what? You should probably get a pen. You're gonna have to write a few things down. What kind of things? Someone is coming to the island.
Oh. Who?
I need you to help them find it.
Oh, he's going to be the Lighthouse. I love Jacob's theme, by the way. The music. It's very simple, but really quite eerie.
The pill was poison. They wanted me to kill you. Whatever it is they think happened to you, Saeed,
They want you
they
dead.
say it happened to someone else too.
Who?
And she does look a little bit on the possessed side. More Egyptian hieroglyphs.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just, looking, because I'm a big fan of temples.
Go back to the courtyard.
You can do what you want. Tell them you're a candidate.
I'm a candidate, and I can do what I want.
Who told you that?
Doesn't matter. Why don't you go back to the courtyard?
우리가 오마에 마마라 나란다.
I still don't trust Jacob.
I'm gonna get up and go. Wait 10 seconds, and then follow me.
Follow you where?
I found a secret tunnel that leads out to the jungle.
You found a secret tunnel.
Well, Jacob told me about it. Said you and me have to go.
I'm not going anywhere, really.
I told him you'd say that, so he told me to tell you. You have what it takes.
The hell? That's...
Get in there.
Is she insane? Has she gone all Norman Bates?
Have you been out here all this time by yourself?
No, I'm not by myself.
So it was Claire that was setting up all those traps.
Okay. I know her. No, I know her. You have any idea what she's gonna do to us?
He's gonna tell me where they've got my baby. Where they've got Aaron.
We don't have your kid.
You're lying, okay? I
You're
know
crazy.
you have
We
him.
never took you.
Shut up.
Claire, how do you know they took him?
Okay, well, first my father told me, and then my friend told me, so I'm pretty damn sure.
Your friend? Who is your friend?
My friend.
Who's your friend? Aaron's back on the mainland, isn't he? With Claire's mum.
David, I got us pizza.
I don't think David's there anymore. I think he went back home.
Hey, dinner's.
It's right there.
What is it? The lighthouse. It is an actual lighthouse.
It's a lighthouse.
I don't understand. How is it that we've never seen it before?
Yeah.
I guess we weren't looking for it.
It's a big island. Oh, what? Knew that was going to happen, but why, Claire? You've gone totally bad.
Dude, this is cool. Must have built this to help ships get here and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's what lighthouses do.
I guess they used a mirror because electricity hadn't been invented yet.
There's names on that.
Stop. Do you see that?
I see what?
Church or
The
something.
mirror. I saw something in the mirror.
Quan.
Those are our names.
Gerard, Ford. Now look in the mirror.
What is that?
It's his house.
It's my house. It's the house I grew up in.
How?
That's weird.
Yeah.
I haven't lived in that house since I was a kid. He's been watching us. The whole time, all of us, he's been watching us.
Oh, right. It's a...
Hurley, where's Jacob?
I don't know.
You said that he would be here.
Well, I was just
assuming.
kind of assuming.
Hurley.
What are you doing?
Why was he watching?
I don't know.
Why is my name written down on this thing?
He didn't tell me.
What does he want from me?
Are we supposed to do
What does he want?
I don't know, Jack!
Oh dear, there's going to be problems there. That's like 147 years bad luck. Feel better now, Jack? You have absolutely no idea what you've just done.
My father didn't want to see me fail either. He used to say to me that he said that I didn't have what it takes.
Haha, yes.
Spent
Now
my
I
whole life
remember.
carrying that around with me. No matter what you do, in my eyes, you can never fail. I just want to be a part of your life.
Well done, Jack.
Jack broke your lighthouse, dude. Mission unaccomplished. Whoever you said we needed to help get to the island is totally screwed. Well, I'm sure they'll find some other way.
Really?
So, everything you wanted me to do didn't get done,
And you're okay?
and you don't even care.
I think this is exactly what he wanted. Jacob wanted Jack to smash the mirrors.
Want Jack to see what was in that mirror?
Thank you.
Jack is here because he has to do something. He can't be told what that is. He's got to find it himself. Sometimes you can just hop in the back of someone's cab and tell them what they're supposed to do. Other times,
You have to wait.
you have to let them look out at the ocean for a while. I had to get you and Jack as far away from that temple as I possibly could.
Oh, why? Because
Someone's coming there.
Man in Black's coming.
Someone bad.
Dude, we gotta warn them.
You can't warn them, Hugo. I'm sorry, it's too late.
They're there already.
How do we get in?
How do we get in? Good. He's going to lead them there.
No one was.
He's going to lead her there. Sorry.
Thank you, Jean.
Oh, hello, John. Who's not John?
John?
That's not John. This is my friend.
Oh, right. Mr. Man in Black. Okay then, pretty much just three things going on here. But complicated. In the Sideways universe, Jack is trying to be a good father to his teenage son David. A few parallels there. The fact that he became a concert pianist, well, he's not become a concert pianist, but the fact that he's become a talented pianist mirrors Daniel's original ambition. and the fact that Jack used to read to him Alice in Wonderland when he was a child also mirrors how he surrogate fathered Aaron in the 316 Oceanic 6 timeline. We also, the airline still hasn't found Christian's body yet, and it also mirrors the fact that we was reminded of the fact that when Jack found the fresh water and the cave system back in the first season, he found his father's coffin with no body in it. And I'm starting to doubt whether the man in black was impersonating Christian. But Christian has definitely been working towards the betterment of the man in black, telling John to leave the island, which led to his death. And the fact that the man in black doesn't really need to possess a body, he can just take the form of other people. So what happened to Christian's body in the original timeline? Was it ever in that coffin? Was it ever on the plane? I don't know. So then we have Claire. Claire has gone. She's gone. She's just gone. Say goodbye to Claire. She's a baddie now. Kills Justin. He's completely convinced that the others took her baby. Justin said she was misremembering events. She was definitely in the temple at some point, and she definitely was tested in the same way that Saeed was. That's how they know. That's how Drogon knows that Claire was possessed. But she said that her father had told her that Aaron had been kidnapped by the others, and so had her friend. And she recognised John Locke, or she acknowledged John Locke as being the man in black, her friend, and not actually John Locke. But she doesn't recognise Christian in the same role. So another thing that's making me doubt that Christian was the man in black. Meanwhile, Hugo sees a vision in the temple of Jacob, which tells him to go and take Jack on a secret mission to the Lighthouse, where Jack discovers, well, for every degree on the degree dial, there's a name and a number attached. And his name is also there, number 23. As well as, I assume, 359 other names. But it was when Jack turned the dial to 23 and saw a vision of his own house reflected in the mirrors. He went totally berserk, smashed all the mirrors. But Jacob says that's all right, that's fine. Like, that was what was expected. And says that the visitors that are coming to the island will find another way. And that Jack has one more job to do. What is that, I wonder? But we can't know yet, because Jack can't know until he's done it. It has to be his own choice. And who is this other person that's coming to the island? Or other people? And the lighthouse, was it just a way for Jacob to spy on people? Or was it a means for him to travel to people? Because Jack saw a vision of his childhood house in the mirror, and yet when Jacob visited him, he was an adult in the hospital. So, is it a means of travel, or just a means of spying? Basically, spying. And now John, Claire, and Jin are going to the temple. Jin is actually going to be the one that lets the man in black in. This is bad. As has been said many, many times before, this is going to end in a major, major war. So I wonder what. As well as wondering all that about the lighthouse and all the numbers and names being written across the dial, I'm also wondering what happened in Jack's life in the past that he's now got a teenage son. Is David's mother Sarah? They're certainly separated, Jack and whoever David's mother is. So I assume his mother is Sarah, but we don't know for sure. His life could have taken a completely different route and he never met Sarah in this reality. I don't know if it's even worth worrying about all the timeline of this reality, of the sideways reality, because I'm pretty sure that's not the reality that's going to end up being the true one, despite the fact that some people may wish that timeline to be the true one. Okay then, time for me to go. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care and keep well. Bye bye.